Well, welcome back to my studio. I've finished the glaze firing. I've opened the kiln lid after cooling it, and now I'm ready to take a look at what I've got here. Let's see, the first couple of bowls here on the top, I'm a little disappointed in. These are, oh, sorry. These have an oatmeal base, Amaco oatmeal base, twice all over, and then I put iron luster ×1 and ancient Jasper ×1. There's some blue in there and a lot of browns. It did break nicely over the spirals. Now, one thing I did want to show you, I'd already removed the witness cone, but this very top shelf did not even hit cone 5. So I think what I'm going to have to do is refire these from the top. Now, this one was glazed in the same way, and I got the same results. Not bad, but not exactly what I was going for. Let's see now. This plate has spirals, and this was just iron luster 3 times. And there's nice breaks along the spirals. Looks like a very stable glaze. I just allowed a very small area for any running, and it stayed put, so I'm happy with that. Okay, let me see what I have here. These are little tea bowls. I used a speckled buff clay, and on the inside is Potter's Choice obsidian from Amaco, and then I put some clear glaze over the bottom, and I'm really happy with that. I've got a set of 6. I wasn't going for the exact same shapes. I was trying to figure out what shape I prefer. So I'll think about that before I make a set. Nice. Looks like they all did well. Yeah, I'm happy. Okay. For the first time, I bought Maco glazes. I bought a winter wood and Norse blue. And these glazes are on a B mix. And I really like the way this looks. I think a little bit of light flux on the area where the 2 glazes meet might be good. Got really nice drips in there. I don't know if you can see that. And the second mug, oh, it turned out really nice as well. I'll definitely do more of this. I just love the specks with the winter wood. Nice. Okay. So I have, oh, that turned out pretty well. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, probably just like you all, and I used a Amaco Sky Celadon on the inside of this mug. And then what I did was I inverted it in a tub. I mixed the bubble glaze using a black underglaze, got my bubbles on there, and then I covered the whole thing with that same Sky Celadon from Amaco. Oh, I'm really happy with that. It's a little smeared down on the bottom. I think I was trying for too much coverage. You can see how it's a lot sharper. The bubbles are a lot sharper on the top. Fun. Okay, what this is a little vase that I was throwing, and when I was trimming it, I cut right through the bottom. But I saved this and I misfired it because I thought it would be good to do a little experiment on. And I bought some Speedball, I believe, underglaze, a little sample pack. And I did some little flowers and little dots, and I'm really happy with that. Oh, and then I just put a 2 coats of clear glaze over the top. And I didn't get any running. Really happy with that. Okay, let me take this shelf off and see what we have. Oh, Okay, well, I placed a cone here, and I had a really nice cone 5 result. I'm not sure what's going on with the top shelf, but I'll definitely have to investigate that further. Okay, let me find my notes so I know exactly what I used. Okay, we've got 2 mugs, and oh, I'm really happy with this. That's pretty much what I was going for. Really stable on the bottom. This is on a B mix. Came right to where I wanted to stop. And on the inside, I used I think this was a clear glaze on the B mix, which makes it look quite white. I'm running out of Potter's Choice glazes, and I've noticed that it's really hard to get them on the internet. So I drove to Carson City, Nevada, where there's a really nice pottery store and studio. They didn't have much there either. So I'm hoping that they'll get their order because everything else is delayed for, gosh, months, I think. Really nice. So what this is, it's a Chun Plum base, Amaco, blue rutile over the top, some oatmeal on the rim and on the handle. Very nice. And then the second one, oh, I'm really happy with that as well. Let's see. Pretty. Somebody's really going to love this. Okay, so my creamer broke from the set that I had, coffee, a coffee set, a creamer, and a sugar bowl. And so I thought I'd make another set. This has a Amaco deep fire brick base with ancient Jasper up at the top. And that's all I did. I did 3 coats of each. I have to decide whether I like this color combination. Again, really nice stable glaze. It stopped right where I wanted it to. And the sugar bowl that goes with it, the same exact glaze. And I've got my little space for the spoon. And now what I've been dreading, getting the lid off. Oh, popped right off. Excellent. I'm so happy. When I first saw it, I didn't think I was going to be able to get it off. Nice. Okay. Let's see what we have left. Oh, this is the same glaze. This is a little garlic pot. I never really had one, and I thought I'd make one. I need a little practice making jars with lids. The glaze is the same, the deep fire brick base ×3 and ancient Jasper ×3. Okay, let's see if I can get this lid off. Bingo. Yay! I was a little worried about that. Fun. That's going to hold a lot of garlic, which is good because we use a lot of garlic. Okay. Now I have this last jar on the shelf with a lid. Again, I'm practicing my rims and lids and handles. Oh gosh, this one's not going to come off very easily either. Well, let's talk about the glaze. This is ancient Jasper ×3. That's the base glaze, and I also put it on the inside, which we will try to see in a bit. Oh, I really like this a lot. It's really beautiful. So ancient Jasper ×3, iron luster ×3, oatmeal on the lid, and on the body where the first two glazes met. The clay body is a speckled buff. Oh, I didn't do the foot. Didn't glaze the foot. Oops. Okay, one more time. I'm going to try to get this lid off. Come on. Uh-oh. Damn it. Well, that's not good. I busted it. Oh, live and learn. Maybe I can use it as another sugar bowl since I've got this gap here. Bummer. I like the glaze though. Okay. Let's see what we have down here. Oh, uh-oh. Looks like I had one that cracked. I think that was already cracked, and I was just using it as a sample. Oh gosh, don't break anything else, Mary. Okay, let me get these out of the way. Here's my kiln sitter pyrometric cone, and you can see how it bent in order to trigger the off switch once it got to temperature. Okay, let me get my notes. Okay, the first note is for this pot. Uh-oh. Oh, that's pretty. Great. Okay, this is on a speckled buff clay body. You can see there. This is 4 coats of Indigo Float and 3 coats of Albany Slip Brown up at the top. And then what I did was I added some Maco light flux to the rim, and also where the Indigo Float and the Albany Slip Brown met in the middle. Well, I'm really happy with this. Beautiful. I put 2 light coats of that flux on. It was the first time I used it, but I'm really happy with what just those 2 coats did. It's pretty blue on the inside, and then some variation there on the rim. I like it. Okay, now it's, these are the large mugs. Oh, okay. So, we live in a really beautiful area. We're at the base of the Sierra Nevada mountains on the eastern side, overlooking the Carson Valley in Nevada. Oh, this worked. And what I was trying to do was do a landscape mug that depicted the valley with the Pine Nut Mountains on the other side. And it worked. Wow, cool. Oh, that's beautiful on the rim. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so let me tell you what this glaze is. So first I poured seaweed on the inside, and then the bottom half of the mug was seaweed. It didn't turn out as green as I wanted it to. I wanted it to depict the valley, the green valley floor. And then the mountains I did with blue rutile. I really like that light color where they meet because that gives a little bit of depth. And then the sky, I used Norse Blue, which is the Maco product. And then I tried to create some clouds up at the top. And I used Chun Plum for that, which is Amaco. And I did get some indications of some pink clouds, so very happy with that. Let's see what the other one looks like. Oh, now in this one, I think the band of the seaweed was too wide. The other one's a little bit further down, but I still got a nice landscape look with the foreground, the valley, the background, the mountains, and then the sky. Looks like I had more running up at the top there, but I'm still very happy with the result. And then some beautiful drips on the inside over the seaweed base. Pretty. Okay. This is the one with the crack. This was a test piece. It was a piece of pottery that had a crack in it, but I wanted to experiment with glazes. And this is a really dull looking bowl. Let's see what I did. Looks like I poured ancient copper on the inside. It's really matte and not pretty at all, in my opinion. It's kind of a brownish red. And then on the outside, the base was the same, the ancient copper. And then this is Indigo Float, and I put some oatmeal on the rim. So I really got some crawling here. I'm not sure what happened, but it was a test piece. I'll probably just chuck it. It's not really, I don't even know if it would work to put a plant in it. Okay. 2 rounded mugs. Must be these. Wow. Okay, so this is a B-mix clay body. I put just clear glaze on the inside because, again, I'm running out of my Potter's Choice glazes and I'm not sure when I'm going to get any more. So I don't want to waste it on the insides if I can help it. Wow, I got some neat running. Colorful. And here's the outside. Okay, so this was deep fire brick 3 times on the outside, blue rutile 3 times on the outside, and that was all over. And then I put ancient Jasper 3 times on the top third and gave it a light oatmeal rim application. Beautiful. And then I just put some clear glaze on the foot. I like that. That's a nice size too. Some mugs are so big. Let me see what your partner looks like. Beautiful. Same results. Nice, nice color combination. And very pretty stable at the bottom. Yeah, I'm happy with that because I really loaded the glaze on these. I was afraid that I would get drippage, but I didn't. All right, the next one. Let's see, I've got 2 pitchers that I threw. Let me pull a small one out first. Oops, that's not it. This is what I want. Ooh, I don't know about this. It's not really my idea of a pretty glaze combination. Guess it didn't really work the way I thought it would. This is Indigo Float, which I brushed inside and out and on the handle, and then Chun Plum 3 times on the top half, and it doesn't look like I used any oatmeal or flux, so that's what I got. And hopefully it won't be a dribble picture. Oh, I see I got a little bit of crawling on the inside. Okay, the second picture, let's see how this turned out. Oh, that's pretty. It's a pretty blue, purple color with some breaks over the intentional throwing lines that I put on. Nice, and the inside is, for the most part, just blue, but very, very nice. Good coverage. Let's see what I wrote. I poured oatmeal inside, and then I brushed it twice on the outside, and then I put 1 coat of iron luster all over, and then on top of that I put ancient Jasper all over on the outside, and then I didn't add any oatmeal or flux to the rim, but I'm happy with this. I like that. I think it's prettier than the other one. Okay, small chatter bowl. That must be this one. Oh, okay. So what I did with this was I gave it an Indigo Float base inside and outside 3 times, and then iron luster around this band where the chatter is and along the rim. So what I am seeing is that it kind of obliterated the chatter pattern. So I guess I put too much glaze in the middle. It's still pretty. It's a nice size bowl. There's the foot, that's me, Mary McGinnis, and that says 22. Okay, next one, collapsed vase. So this is a vase I was throwing, and it collapsed right on itself. It went straight down, and I thought it was kind of funky looking. So rather than re-wedge it and re-throw it, I went ahead and bisque fired it and glazed it. That looks cool on the inside, doesn't it? I think would make a really interesting conversation piece, maybe a vase, maybe a pencil holder. In any case, I used Albany Slip Brown, which is Amaco, 3 times, Indigo Float 3 times, and it looks like I put the Albany Slip Brown on the bottom, the Indigo Float, and then Oatmeal 2 coats on the rim. Yeah, it's kind of funky. Okay, collapsed vase. Put you over here. Okay, this mug, I'm really curious to see what, oh, now that's nice. So there's a little bit of texture that I put on this mug. Again, this is a smaller mug, which we prefer ourselves, but I am making larger mugs. So this is seaweed times 3. I poured the seaweed on the inside, and I brushed 3 coats on the outside. And then I did a band of Albany Slip Brown 3 times in the middle, and then 3 coats of oatmeal where the Albany Slip and the seaweed met. So I put that oatmeal at the top intersection of the 2, and then I put oatmeal 3 times, oh, I'm sorry, just 1 time on the rim. Oh, this is nice, and there's a nice little pattern on the handle. The inside is gorgeous. Really happy with this combination. Nice. All right, we just have the bottom. Let me get these stilts out of here. And I'll get my notes. Okay, so medium bowl. I'm gonna say it's this one because it's got smoky Merlot. Oh, nice. Okay, so this has smoky Merlot 3 times, blue rutile 2 times, and then an oatmeal rim. That's got a little bit of texture there, but the coverage is good. On the outside, that's pretty. Yeah, smoking merlot and the blue rutile is always a winner. Nice. Bottom. And that was on B-Mix. Okay. All right, large bowl, speckled buff. Let's see which one that is. This is it. Okay, so what I did with this one was I used Art Deco green, which is an Amaco glaze inside. That was a pour. And then on the outside, 3 coats. And then I put seaweed 3 times over that, inside and out, on like a third or even half of the rim, and you can see where the line is. And then I put oatmeal 3 coats on the rim. So I'm not sure about this Art Deco green. It's the first time I've used it. And the outside is pretty. All right. Let's see what we have next. Medium chatter bowl. It must be this. Oh. Just kiln wash dust or something. All right, so, I didn't get what I was going for with this. Let me show you what I'm trying to replicate. I got this with my first firing, and the glazes I used were toasted sage and frosted turquoise, both Amaco products. The toasted sage has a little bit of a purpley color, but what I'm trying to replicate is this really cool coloring that I got on the outside of this plate. And a nice blend on the inside. And I just haven't been able to replicate it yet. So what I have here is toasted sage. I poured it on the inside. And then the bands have 3 coats of toasted sage. And then frosted turquoise was on in these areas. And then there's oatmeal. Actually, not oatmeal. Maco light flux on the rim. I do like this, these, I guess they're crystallizations on the rim. That's interesting. It's not a bad looking bowl. It's just not what I was going for. I'll try again next time. Okay, large chatter bowl. Okay, okay. You can see the texture there. What I did with this one was I used iron luster. That was an inside pour. And outside, this is iron luster on the chatter band. And then I used frosted turquoise outside, above, and below the band. And I also put frosted turquoise on the inside rim, 3 coats. Wow, okay. Wasn't exactly what I thought I was gonna get, but I like it. I think it's really pretty. And as long as I can see the chatter work, I'm happy. Okay. And what do we have left? Okay, so what this is a vase that I threw, and I put some black underglaze on it, and I did some chattering, and it wasn't really successful because this vase wasn't perfectly centered. And so if you're holding your chatter tool still, you're going to get areas where it gouges, and then other areas where it doesn't really even hit the clay, like in this area. So anyway, it didn't look good in my opinion. So what I did was I put some green glaze on the inside, and I believe this is a Laguna product, which is called Spring Green. And then I painted it on the outside and then wiped it away so I could see some of the green inside the black chatter marks. I'm not sure about that. But there's always somebody that likes pots, even if I don't. I'm not selling anything. I'm really just practicing after taking a long break. And all of my pots are either for us or they are gifts. Whoops. Okay, this was a mug that I did, and you can see that I had some carving in there that's really hard to see right now. You might be able to see it. And somehow I knocked the handle off. So I just sanded down the nubs and decided to use it as a glaze test piece. And this was kind of a Northern Lights application with obsidian, smoky merlot, and seaweed. That's kind of spacey. Can be used for something. All right, and that's the end of my glaze firing. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.